What's up, world? It's the Javelin Breakdown, bringing you episode 6 of the Javelin Breakdown Show, brought to you by SPEARWERX. SPEARWERX is an awesome Pennsylvania-based javelin company that manufactures the Raptor Javelin, the Ghost Arrow Jab, and a lot of other great products. And they got the Viper customizable carbon javelin coming out later this summer, which I don't think people realize how cool that is. You know, nowhere else is there a carbon javelin that you customize from the purchase experience. And that's true of the Raptor Javelin as well. And so no buying a javelin and then getting it and then taking it to your person and then them customizing it. Customize your javelin from order. I highly recommend you go to their website, read up on the company, the quality control, the serial number, every javelin. The detail, the attention to detail at this company is unmatched. So really appreciate SPEARWERX sponsoring the show. Let's get into it.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Yeah!
So this week we're going to focus on the Division I women to start, and then we're going to cover some other throwing and end with a big section with throws from the people. Got a lot of videos from people, so excited to share those with you. But first, let's talk about the Division I women. So Saturday night in Tucson, Arizona, the women of Nebraska threw far. Let's take a look. So Maddie Harris, 58.85 for a new school record, Division I number 1, and world number 16 as of right now. So PR throw, massive moment for Maddie, but not to be outdone, teammate Rema Otobar, 56.64, also a very strong throw. And so Rema's PR is 58 and change from last year at the, I believe, NACACs after the college season, representing the Bahamas. So, 56.64 is a legit throw. And if that's the kind of number she's going to be able to produce regularly, then everybody needs to watch out. So just checking my notes, there's 12 women with a 54-plus meter throw, and the 13th and 14th athletes have a 53 high meter throw. So the depth is just unreal. And this weekend, Maddie and Rema leading the charge on that front. Just a few hours west of Tucson earlier that day, the women of Texas A&M went to town at USC. So Liana Davidson threw 56.24 and Caitlin Fairchild threw 53.99. And what's really important to know is that they only took 2 throws, saving their arms for next week. So the fact that in 2 throws they were able to produce a distance that basically always makes finals, is always, a top mark, like after doing really well last week, producing lifetime bests. This is really, really good for them. So well done to Liana and Caitlin. This just shows how deep the Division I women's field is, so I'm really excited to see how this progresses this season. A note with Madison Wiltrout, who I was excited to see throw this weekend at Duke. Unfortunately, weather had other plans, so she has not thrown yet. So she only has 1 meet in the books this season, so hopefully next week or the following we'll be able to see her throw and see what her second meet looks like. She's went over 60 meters last year, really experienced, and so don't want to count her out, and unfortunately she just hasn't gotten to throw more this season. A quick shout out to Kelsey Oldroyd, throwing 54.39, so an improvement on her best, and she holds the 12th spot. So the fact that 54 meters, 39 is 12th on the women's list is just crazy. If that were to happen at a competition, if NCAA's is just absolute fireworks, and you throw over 180 feet, and you don't podium, you don't make the finals, that would be absurd. I don't know if that'll happen, but right now the depth, I just can't say it enough. The women's depth chart is just really, really strong. And finally, with the Division I women, Audrey Friedman, dark horse, another win this weekend down at LSU, 44.11. So congrats, Audrey, on another win, another strong week. We're looking forward to seeing you continue your success. Unfortunately, at time of recording today, Monday morning, the USTF CCCA rankings for events has not come out yet. So their official rank hasn't come out. But my personal ranking in terms of depth charts, I averaged the top 3 throws for Nebraska and Missouri, and I averaged the top 2 for A&M. So A&M's average for 2 athletes is 56 meters. So that's really strong, but that's just their top 2. Missouri's average for 3 is 56.37. Nebraska's average for 3 is 55.39. So right now Missouri has a slight edge when it comes to the average for the top 3. I'm not sure how USTF CCCA is going to do that average, so we'll wait to see it, and hopefully I'll be able to do something soon where I do a little more coverage from a team perspective, and there's friendly rivalry within that. But again, a huge congratulations to all three of these teams and their ladies for just tremendous javelin throwing. They all have some really great throwers across the board. Looking at the Division I men, continuing our talk about Nebraska, Arthur Peterson, strong throw this weekend, 75-36, a season's best. He's number 5 on the Division I men's list, and so something brewing down in Tucson, which I think we all know, based on the fact that the USATF Throws Festival continues to be held in Tucson, because it's a really quality meet, quality atmosphere. Mark Minicello, 74-52, climbing his way up here. So 74-52, building off that 73 from last week. So he's number 7 on the Division I list. Your defending champ. I'm excited to see him continue to improve form and look to see those big high 70, crack into 80 meters again. Want to shout out the guys from Rhode Island, because last week they went 1, 2, 3, 4, and unfortunately I didn't have that data and those details leading into last week's show. So Lucas Frost, 70-59, Adam Dubois, 68-48, Nikolai, 64-35, and Seth, 62-99. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4. They, as of last week, had the number 1 javelin squad ranking for Division I. Their average throw, comes out to some high 60 number. So congratulations to them for that depth and that result last weekend. Well done. A shout out to another Pennsylvania native, Penn State freshman Colin Burkhart. PRs his hammer and his javelin this weekend down at LSU. Gets over 70 meters, 70-23. Let's take a listen at this celebration. This is just epic. I love to see this. 7.47. Well done, Colin. So congratulations on cracking 70 and the hammer PR. Well done.
Hey Google. Hey Bill, back again? Looking for Premier League stats? Or how about cars? I know you love a good deal. No, not today. My son started javelin throwing. See the hat? So he's getting pretty serious. I figure I should get him a javelin. So what are my options? Okay, javelins. Well, let's see. There's a bunch of brands. I want the best for my son. What's the best I can get? What do the professionals use? Well, a lot of people like this Swedish company. They sell a carbon javelin. That's very popular. Cost $1,800 plus shipping. Nope, can't do that. Let's go down a tier. What's a good model that college throwers use? Okay then, I see a lot of college kids throwing this purple javelin. It looks like a 70 meter will cost $600 plus shipping. Seriously? These are so expensive. Okay, what else is there? Alright, Bill, okay, there's this beginner 50 meter javelin. It's $300 plus shipping. Okay, that's better. Can I customize it? No, that's extra, and it's through a third party. Okay, Google, come on. You're supposed to be the best search engine in the world. Find me a brand that sells a good quality javelin that's not marked up to the moon, and I can customize it for my son. Bill, why didn't you just ask that before? SPEARWERX fits all those criteria. I'm a search engine. I can't read your mind. Well, I kind of can, but anyway, SPEARWERX has it all. They make the Raptor javelin. Each javelin is made to maximize flight potential, and it's fully customizable with paint jobs, laser-etched logos, or names on the point. It's amazing. Each javelin is also serial numbered and is World Athletics certified, meaning it's legal for your son to throw in any meet in the world. Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay, moment of truth. What's it going to cost me? Well, Bill, for your son, he'll be throwing an 800-gram javelin, so a customized two-tone 50-meter javelin from SPEARWERX would be $400 plus shipping based on where you live. All right, well done, Google. My son's going to be really happy. Thank goodness for SPEARWERX.
Taking a look at the Division II men, Dejan and DeVoe still 1-2, but Leif Nelson PRs again this week, so 72-28. He's now 4th on the Division II depth chart. Coach said there were some really strong headwinds this week. So, last week, this week, conditions still not really lining up for them, which is really impressive considering the throwing. So hopefully when the weather is, really nice, we can see some super fireworks. But already some really good throwing from Leif. Now taking a look at the women, Keely Johnson still holds the top spot in Division II. Shout out Addie Behrens though. She improves upon her mark from last week. So 46-49 last week had her 3rd on the depth chart. She's now in the 47s, 47-14. So well done, Addie, improving upon your mark. Now taking a look at the D3 men. I told you. The rowing men. You cannot mess with the rowing men. So they finally get their chance to throw again. Greg goes 68.82, top mark in Division 3. Edgar goes 64.98, mark number 2. So they are number 1 and 2, and they have another 2 guys in the top bit. So, you cannot mess with Rowe. And I think their team ranking was number 3 in Division 3 last week. So, like I also mentioned that, there's a chance the Rowan men could win a national title with the bulk of their points coming from javelin throwers, which would be really cool. So the Rowan men are here and ready to rock and roll. Looking at the women, Ava Nelson still holds the top spot, 46.27. Rebecca Simpson produced a season's best. Want to shout her out, 43.46. She's now ranked 3rd. She has a personal best from several years ago of 45 meters, so that's like 147, I believe. But her 43.46, so 143-ish. A really strong season's best as a senior, so congratulations to Rebecca. I hope you can continue that form this season. Avery Decker throws 42 on the dot this weekend, so holding strong at her 4th rank. And then Brianna Leverins didn't get to throw again this weekend, unfortunately, but I think their team's traveling to some other places that have better conditions soon, so we'll see another mark from her and hopefully see then that name jump up the leaderboard. And now this week, we have a monster section of throws from the people, so really excited about this, just getting tons of great throws from everybody across the gamut. We've got college throwers, high school throwers, masters throwers, so let's jump into it. Again, Weston McLean kicks us off. He goes 64.30 this week down at Akron. So last week, PR 66.99, follows it up with a strong throw, 64.30. Well done, Weston. Next up is Charlie Evans. This is a throw from earlier this year, the United Kingdom's Winter Throwing Championship. So he goes 68.24. So he wanted to send me this. The competition season hasn't really ramped up there, but wanted to be featured. So this is from earlier, but 68.24 is his PR to open his season in this very early meet from a little bit ago. So congrats, Charlie, on that 68 throw from earlier. Really well done. Excited once competitions start ramping up for you to see you throw regularly and see what this season has in store for you. Got a throw from Daniel at a dual meet, 141 feet. Nice job, Daniel. Jacob from Minot State PRs again. He goes 54.94, so an improvement upon his 52-plus meter throw from last week. So congratulations, Jacob. The Minot State boys really taking off. We have a nice 45-meter throw from Yasin here, so thank you for sharing. Well done. We have this 110-foot throw from Victoria. Thank you for sharing. Nice throw. Got a throw from across the pond from Sven, 47.26, opening his season up. He's 13. So 47 meters, how about it? That's pretty far. Well done, Sven. Got a throw from a multi, Quentin, 41 meters 10. Nice, Quentin. This is a strong throw for a decathlete. Well done. Another throw from around the world. We got a 57.02 from Jack from his state meet. So well done, 57 meters. Next, we have 2 clips from Brett, and so she threw 149 plus to win Florida Relays last week. And then just before that, she had a 153-foot, 11-inch throw, so we have that one as well, taking a look. So Brett, one of the top high school ladies in the United States, so congratulations, Brett, on the really strong throwing this year. Representing our Masters athletes, thank you, Adam, for sharing your throw, 31 meters 27, getting into throwing after 25 years off. So how about it? I love to see it. I'm excited to follow your progress, Adam, getting back into throwing. Congratulations to Will Estes for winning the Pelican Relays, 48 meters 18. Well done, Will. And thank you again to everybody for sharing your clips. Regardless of what division, what age group, what skill level you're at, you love the sport, you're excited about it, and that's why you're sharing your progress, sharing your throwing. So I really appreciate you doing that. And as always, a big appreciation to SPEARWERX for sponsoring the show. Go to their website, check them out. They've got some really awesome stuff. So passionate about javelin throwing. And when you have passion, you bring expertise, you bring quality, and so that's what they're all about. So again, really recommend you check them out because they have some great stuff that would be a huge asset to your program or to you as an athlete. That's it for today's episode. I really appreciate you tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you liked about the show, what you'd like to see more of moving forward. Like and subscribe because it really helps raise the channel's awareness on YouTube. And as always, remember to enjoy the journey.